Many cultures and civilizations in the greater galactic arm have seen their fair share of devastating events. Planet-killer asteroids, coronal mass ejections, pandemics, and all manner of ecological disasters, just to name a few. Wars were a particularly common event, and often led to other disasters, while still being considered disasters in their own right. People would fight to the edge of oblivion, and at some point they either realized the folly of war, or were consumed by it entirely. Those who failed to realize the high cost of war would simply fight themselves to death, leaving behind the remnants of a civilization, to be discovered by those who had put such conflicts behind themselves. So it was quite a shock when humanity was discovered. Every other intelligent spacefaring species in the known universe had long ago given up armed conflict. It was such an untenable position to waste limited resources on fighting, when cooperation was so much more efficient and less murdery. But humans had apparently not forgotten that memo, and simply decided that if resources were scarce on Earth, the asteroid belt needed mining for more resources. If it took too long to get resources from the belt refineries back to Earth, they would need faster ships with bigger cargo holds. They at least had enough sense to make their other planetary bodies off limits. But once the asteroid belt was mined out, surely then, you would think, mankind would stop wasting raw materials on war. Nope. It just spurred them on to make faster ships, so they could make it to other star systems, and harvest useful resources from planets that did not have to be left unmolested due to treaties. They had actually completely hollowed out the metal cores of 2 planets, and sent the resources back to Earth before they were discovered. After they were discovered, there were a myriad of things for humans to do. Register as a recognized civilization with the Galactic Legal Quorum, claim their home sectors of space, and slowly be integrated into galactic society. That's when the galaxy at large discovered the contentious nature of humans. Xenosociological professors, historians, and politicians were all dumbstruck by the revelation that humanity had been at war with itself for the better part of 600 years. Not only that, but due to military concerns, those 600 years has seen an unprecedented advancement in technology. Humans leapfrogged from proving powered flight was possible, to launching a successful moon landing in a single of their lifetimes. They had wiped out whole diseases just because they could, but they had also tested and even used nuclear weapons against themselves. Never, in the recorded history of galactic society, has such a conflict-centered people made it beyond the heliosphere of their own cradle world. Society reeled. Would such a violent race be able to integrate into galactic society without causing undue conflict? And then, humans were there. They were spread across known space in a matter of just a few rotations, and everywhere they went, they were jovial, kind, and outgoing. When asked why they had simply ceased fighting amongst themselves, they responded with, well, what's the point now? When pressed for a more definitive answer, they would say something along the lines of, no sense fighting over that old rock, where we can get to any star system on the spiral arm. Once you see how tiny Earth is, you realize it's not that much of a prize. It has been suggested by those with some knowledge of human psychology that they were, for lack of a better term, and with all due respect to the unfortunate casualties of their conflicts, simply bored. They brought their environment to the edge of collapse, towed the line of self-destruction, and spent centuries in endless conflict, simply because they were looking for something to do. That's the theory, anyway. However, like the proverbial phoenix of human mythology, Earthlings rose up from the ashes of their burned-up culture, and become galactic citizens who are generally seen as kind, creative, and intelligent sophons, who have contributed to many aspects of modern society.